Hi, it is Monday morning, 23th of September. This channel is Drips Media, and I will be covering financial news from New York stock exchanges before markets open. The regular trading for the U.S. stock market opens at 9:30 a.m. My name is Daniela Drips. I will be quickly covering yesterday's closing data, main indexes, and the key companies. Please follow us online.
Good morning. This is Drips Media, Lid from New York. Drips Media, the revolutionary digital service that transforms the way you stay informed. With Drips Media, you get real-time news delivered in dynamic short video clips, keeping you updated on the latest headlines as they happen. Our cutting-edge technology curates and condenses top stories. Whether you're on the go or just need a quick update, Drips News ensures you're always in the know, effortlessly. Stay connected, stay informed, and experience news like never before with Drips News.
Turning our attention to the broader market, the S&P 500 index couldn't maintain its upward momentum, closing at 5,702.6, reflecting a 0.2% dip. This reversal ends a one-day streak of gains for the index. Meanwhile, the tech-heavy NASDAQ also experienced a downturn, mirroring the S&P 500's performance. The NASDAQ finished yesterday's session at 17,948.3, marking a 0.4% decrease. This decline similarly halts a one-day period of gains for the tech index. These movements suggest a potential note of caution creeping into investor sentiment, particularly in the tech sector. While the Dow continues its upward trajectory, the faltering of both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ might indicate a shift in market dynamics, warranting a closer look as we move into the rest of the week. Now let's delve into the performance of some tech giants. Apple, a bellwether for the sector, saw its shares close at $228.20, marking a 0.3% decrease. This decline snaps a three-day winning streak for the tech giant. In contrast, Google continued its upward climb, closing at $163.60. This represents a 0.9% increase, extending its impressive winning streak to 8 consecutive days. This sustained growth underscores the ongoing market confidence in Google's performance. However, Microsoft couldn't maintain its positive momentum, with its shares closing at $435.30. This translates to a 0.8% drop, halting a one-day period of gains for the software giant. These mixed results within the tech sector highlight the current market volatility and the challenges investors face in navigating this uncertain terrain. While Google's continued success offers a beacon of optimism, Apple and Microsoft's struggles underscore the fragility of the current market sentiment. Shifting gears to another tech heavyweight, Microsoft couldn't quite maintain its positive trajectory. The software giant's shares closed at $435.30, reflecting a 0.8% dip. This puts an end to Microsoft's one-day winning streak. Despite this recent dip, the company's longer-term performance remains positive. Microsoft has seen a 1.1% increase over the past 5 days and a notable 4.3% gain since the start of the month. Zooming out further, the company boasts a 16% surge since the beginning of the year. This positive trajectory is further emphasized by the fact that Microsoft has experienced gains in 7 out of the last 10 trading sessions. Amazon, another major player in the tech space, closed at $191.60, marking a 0.9% increase. This positive performance marks the second consecutive day of gains for the e-commerce giant. Meanwhile, Meta Platforms, formerly known as Facebook, continued its steady ascent, closing at $561.40. This represents a 0.4% uptick, extending its winning streak to an impressive 5 consecutive days. However, not all tech companies shared in the positive momentum. NVIDIA, a leading graphics chip maker, faced headwinds, with its shares closing at $116. This translates to a 1.6% decline, reversing the previous day's gains. These varied performances within the tech sector underscore the ongoing market volatility and the challenges investors face in navigating this uncertain terrain. While companies like Google and Meta continue to demonstrate strength, the struggles of others like NVIDIA highlight the need for careful consideration and a discerning approach to investment decisions. NVIDIA, a dominant force in the graphics chip market, couldn't maintain its positive momentum, ending the day at $116. This represents a 1.6% decrease, effectively reversing the gains it made in the previous session. Looking at the company's recent performance, NVIDIA has experienced a 2.6% dip over the past 5 days and a 2.8% decrease since the start of the month. However, it's important to note the bigger picture. Since the beginning of the year, NVIDIA has shown remarkable resilience and growth, boasting a 134% surge. While the last 10 trading days have seen some fluctuations, NVIDIA has recorded gains on 4 of those days. Turning our attention to the financial sector, we see a mixed bag of results. Bank of America faced headwinds, with its shares closing at $40.30. This 1.5% drop halts a 4-day winning streak for the banking giant. On the other hand, J.P. Morgan continued its upward trajectory, closing at $211.10. This represents a 0.3% gain, marking 2 consecutive days of gains for the financial institution. Meanwhile, Morgan Stanley also showed positive momentum, closing at $102.50. This translates to a 1.7% increase, extending its winning streak to 2 consecutive days. Shifting focus to the payment processing giants, both Visa and MasterCard experienced slight declines. Visa closed at $284.80, reflecting a 0.2% dip, marking 3 consecutive days of losses. Similarly, MasterCard couldn't maintain its positive momentum, with its shares closing at $492.70. This represents a marginal 0.1% decrease, also marking 3 consecutive days of losses. Lastly, American Express showed resilience, closing at $269. This translates to a marginal 0.1% gain, extending its winning streak to 2 consecutive days. These varied performances within the financial sector highlight the current market uncertainty and the challenges investors face in navigating this complex landscape. While some institutions like J.P. Morgan and Morgan Stanley demonstrate strength, the struggles of others like Bank of America underscore the need for careful consideration and a discerning approach to investment decisions. Delving deeper into Bank of America's recent performance, we see that the banking giant closed yesterday at $40.30, a 1.5% decrease compared to the previous day. This downturn halts a 4-day winning streak for Bank of America. However, it's important to look at the bigger picture. Over the past 5 days, Bank of America has actually seen a 4.2% increase in its share price. Zooming out further, while the month-to-date change shows a slight dip of 0.5%, the year-to-date performance remains positive with a significant gain of 22%. Furthermore, despite this recent dip, Bank of America has recorded gains on 4 out of the last 10 trading days. This suggests that while the financial sector is experiencing some volatility, Bank of America's overall trajectory remains positive. Let's shift our focus now to the cryptocurrency market, where we see some interesting movements. Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency by market cap, closed yesterday at $63,513.40, reflecting a slight dip of 0.2%. This ends a 6-day winning streak for Bitcoin, suggesting a potential cooling-off period for the digital asset. Meanwhile, Dogecoin, often considered a more light-hearted cryptocurrency, showed resilience. Closing at 10 cents, this represents a marginal gain of 0.03%, reversing a one-day losing streak. Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency, outperformed its counterparts, closing at $2,646.20. This translates to a notable gain of 2.5%, also reversing a one-day losing streak. This positive performance could indicate renewed investor confidence in Ethereum's underlying technology and potential for growth. Ethereum's recent performance stands in contrast to Bitcoin, which saw its 6-day winning streak come to an end. Bitcoin closed yesterday at $63,535.10, reflecting a marginal decrease of 0.2%. Despite this slight dip, Bitcoin's overall trajectory remains positive. Over the past 5 days, the cryptocurrency has experienced a solid gain of 3.1%. Furthermore, Bitcoin boasts a 7.7% increase since the start of the month and an impressive 50% surge since the beginning of the year. Looking at the last 10 trading sessions, Bitcoin has recorded gains on 6 of those days, highlighting its overall upward trend. This was Drips News. Please follow us online.